happening, everybody? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and welcome to what the F.A.Q. Thanksgiving edition, number 18.
Drumstick.
Get your wing. Yeah. Drumstick. Number 18, right?
Yep.
Thanksgiving edition. Because we are thankful.
Yeah, something to watch while you take your walk around the block tomorrow.
Yeah, while you take your walk around the block before dinner. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of walking. A lot of people outside tomorrow here in Colorado, mid-afternoon.
Yep.
More than usual,
Family
probably. Yeah. So, Thanksgiving edition, number 18, what the F.A.Q. Don't have many questions, which is always good, because it has been a crazy day today.
It has been.
Doorbusters. Busting doors.
Yeah, pre-doorbusters even.
There's sales galore, things happening. We haven't advertised.
Diddly.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you want something, we got it. You come down here.
Yeah, you talk to us.
You come down here, you talk to us. We'll make you a deal. You know what I'm saying?
When you may not even be able to refuse.
Right. We'll make you a good deal. Don't you worry. Yeah. I bought a table today and everything.
Actually, yeah, today's been interesting.
It's been a great. This has been a day. All right, well, let's jump in to. Is this all for like fluff? This is filler time.
Yeah.
So we get to
our intro, our glorious intro.
Everybody's like, "What are you doing?" Well, we did it. Oh yeah, we're out here with Dylan. And
oh
we're
yeah,
here.
yeah.
We're here with Dylan. It's Thanksgiving. It's been a long day. And it's. I'm exhausted, man. This week has been crazy.
Yeah.
We're trying to launch. Yeah, I know. Ugh. We're trying to launch a new website. And it's been exhausting, to say the least, because it's really just been us working on it. New pictures and new design and the whole 9 yards. And we're hoping it's going to be up by the time this comes out. If not, and you go to the website and it's the old website, well, then you'll know that it didn't happen.
Yeah. We were unsuccessful.
So if you don't see it, you mean it's not going to be there? And
don't know what you don't see.
Yeah, so if the light's on, it's going to be on. If it's not on, then it's not on. Right? So if you...
As Captain Obvious says.
Right. You know what we need is
Captain Obvious says.
We need a rug.
Confucius say. Captain Obvious say.
we need a rug right in this area right here.
You mean like an area rug?
Like an area.
Maybe an aria rug.
This could start taking a slippery slope.
An aria rug for your wamplers.
You got one of them reverbs?
Yeah. Or a delay.
I need one of those reverbs, man.
Maybe some chorus.
I love me.
Yeah, chorus is my favorite.
I love me some chorus. We get all kinds.
Turning chorus. Yeah.
I love that. Chorus. All right, let's answer a question. Oh, this is a long one. All right, so you go ahead and read it.
All right, Mr. Terry Starks.
Terry Starks from beautiful small town in Texas called Dallas.
Little place.
Yeah. Hey, he should have got his shirts by now.
Yeah, let us know if you got your shirts.
Yeah, let
Terry.
us know if you got the shirts, man.
Yeah. Take a picture, post it on our Facebook page or something.
Yeah. Or Instagram us at Flipside_music_Denver. It's a long one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, so Terry Starks. Dylan, I heard you say you have the Mark 5, or Mark 5 is your, I'm butchering this.
This is terrible.
All right, Dylan, I heard you say that the Mark 5 is your amp. Which one? I got the 525 last year, and I'm experimenting with it, but it's the best amp, bar none. My question is, how do you set it best for clean tones using a Strat and a Les Paul? Also, I get an incredible gain and drive with the Paul, but I can't get anything better than a crunch on the channel with the Strat. I'm trying to cut back on pedals, as you know. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I was going to say, I actually have run into that myself with Strat or single coil type stuff, since they're usually underwound compared to a humbucker. Sometimes just a boost. Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes a boost has leveled that out for me. I don't really have anything strict single coils, but I do have one that's like got a coil split, and so I'll usually use a boost to bring it back in line. And then as far as which...
Coil split sucks, though.
Or, well, it might be... I can't remember. Well, actually, honestly, I need to look at it and see, because it was before I knew the difference.
Well, I didn't want you to make you feel bad about it.
Well, no, I really can't remember, because it was, like, I had it before.
Don't make me feel self-conscious about my coil tap. What a dick.
Anyway, as far as the...
Settings.
Yeah, so as far as the Mark 5 goes, I actually have the big one, so I do have a clean channel on that one. I bought it before the 25 was out. So that one I actually don't have a problem with clean tones because it's got its own station for that. If you were gonna do more stratty type stuff, I believe you got the tweed setting on the Mark 525. Obviously, that'd probably be the best one of it because I think you're gonna have channel 2 from the big amp, and then you're gonna have channel 3 from the big amp, but not channel 1. So for that one, you'd probably have to just default to that tweed channel. And in terms of settings,
Turn on them tweeds, man.
yeah, for me,
them tweeds.
I like a lot more mid-range on humbuckers on the Mark 5. On strats and stuff, I don't mind a little, not scooped, but a little less mids. That tends to make the strat tone kind of jump out more.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he's trying to cut back on too much. If he's just trying to cut back on pedals, I would say like at least keep a boost, and that way you can level out the two.
Yeah.
In terms of different settings, that can be a little more difficult. Like I said, the mid-range control is probably the one I touch the most on the Mark 5. Hopefully that helps.
I don't know. I can't help you. Sorry, Terry. I don't know enough about them. I haven't spent enough time.
Well, I was gonna say, feel free
with
to
the
call
Mesa
too,
stuff.
man. I don't mind chatting about that amp. It's definitely an awesome amp. So if you ever want to call the shop and talk about it, I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
call him up. Give him a ring. Give him a jingle.
yeah. Little jingle.
Hey, call me.
All right, next one for you.
MJ. Youngers, what's your favorite use of an octave pedal outside of using it for fuzz?
I think both of us love doing fake bass lines
Yeah.
with the guitar.
Fake bass lines are just some kind of
Just a little thickener.
like a cool Born Under a Bad Sign.
yeah, anything where you're doing
Just
those
some
single
kind
note stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's my, especially for like the bluesy stuff. It's a lot of fun to do like a really heavy blues song with that on.
If you got a good a low end riff that you can just kind of
Yeah.
drone in the background sort of thing.
Someone with a good pocket too.
I wouldn't mind trying it with like a droney type.
Mhm.
You know, like a single, kind of like a single, almost like a single chord, swampy type thing. That could be
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
stomp swamp type.
Well, yeah, like I use it a lot on Catfish Blues when I'm messing with that because the riff doesn't really change. So in order to add some changes to it, I'll just kick in the octave midway through, and that makes it seem like all of a sudden more is happening.
Yes.
And it sounds really cool that way.
I mean, that's what else? Maybe use it as if it's a nice day, maybe I'll kick the door open, just wedge it right underneath the corner.
Yeah, it's got to be a heavy one. Like J-Rocket doesn't make an octave pedal, or else I'd say that'd be the most versatile doorstop octave.
They have heavy pedals.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you wedge it right.
Oh yeah, I guess if you wedged it right in there, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe a door.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Paperweight, just not like a ton of papers, like a few papers.
If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge an octave. If you
You can dodge a ball, you can
dodge a fuzz. If you can dodge a ball, you could dodge a fuzz.
You can dodge a ball, you can rip torn.
So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Or it gives you some other ideas.
Friday we'll hear about a young guy running up and down Broadway throwing octave pedals at you.
Twing, twing.
Some upper octave.
Hey, here's up your octave, pal. Oh,
all right,
okay.
Mr. Ben Coombs.
Ben Coombs. Question for next week. Well, this is this week. As a brick and mortar store that also has a web presence, what is your percentage of web sales versus walk-in customer sales? Sorry if this has already been answered. Cheers. So Ben's asking us what's our percentage?
Walk-in
Obviously.
versus online, yeah.
You know what? We do okay online. We haven't really.
Say we focus more this year on in-house.
This year we focused more on our local business and in-house, trying to grow that foundation here. A lot of companies are going more towards the online stuff, which is fine because there's a lot of opportunity out there. But
Kind of leaves the in-person people hanging.
yeah, we want to offer and have a store that people can come in, feel cool, to ask questions, to try out different products, to talk to us, ask us, what we think on different pieces of gear,
Or even bring in their gear so they can try it in the context of their rig, which can't do.
which actually helps out guys out a lot. That way it spares them from buying a pedal online or wherever, getting it sucks in their board because the buffer doesn't want to play with the fuzz properly.
Right. So they return it, and then they try to figure out another one. After that, you lost 2 weeks, and it sucks.
Right. And you never get you might not get your money back or whatever the case may be. Either way, so we're deviating off of the original question.
I think that gives them a reason as to why we're focusing on the in-house stuff. Yeah.
So our online sales are not nearly as much as our in-house sales, but that's kind of one of our things. That's one of our big.
It's our
rocks.
next adventures.
Yeah, for 2019, we're going to look to try to do. It's a great opportunity for us for sales in the future, 2019, and we're going to try to capitalize on that by doing more videos like this. Well, maybe not this one because this sucks. We're not selling anything with
this. One's for the Thanksgiving guy. Yeah,
we're only selling this for us. I mean, but you know what I mean. We're going to try to do more videos, maybe for reviews and some other cool ideas that we have in regards to the gear and.
More than just us talking to you guys. Yeah. Like we're trying to get to the reviews. It's just once the website. We could go on and on about that. But exactly. Once that's out of the way, you'll see a whole lot more of us, whether you like it or not.
Whether you want it or not, we're going to be on this thing. But what we'll do is, in 2019, we're going to try to do a little bit more web presence as far as sales on the web. So that still doesn't answer your question, but that's where we're at. Yeah, more in-house. It's just where we've been focusing in this year.
Yeah.
So that's that. Ben Coombs.
All right. Last one. Clark, son of Patter.
Clark.
Thoughts on virtual amps, cabs, pedals, etc. Do you find they miss the mark on replacing actual gear or replicating actual gear? He says, I'm a fan of Overloud's TH3 and the Line 6 Helix. Says he also has some real gear. I haven't owned any of the like the cab sims or any of the amp simulators, like the drawing a blank on it, Kemper.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard those in person. They actually do sound pretty convincing. I haven't actually played one.
I've heard them plenty at different shows, and I've had friends that have
made the switch.
Yeah, I've made the switch. I think it kind of
seems like it's getting better and better with each.
Yeah, it's gotten better and better, and there's a lot of stuff that's out there that can replicate well. Now, the thing is also is when you put it in a band mix, it's a kind of a different story. Right. You're filling in a lot of tonal space that maybe individually it may not. If you're just sitting with an amp simulator, it may not be the same as when you're in a band situation. Once everything else kind of fills in.
You mean in terms of how convincing it is? Yeah. Right. Like finding your spot in the band. Yeah.
Right. In a band situation, I think it could fill out a little bit more. Line 6 has gotten great reviews, and I've heard a lot of people that have used it. Also the Boss GT1000 is another really great, multi-effects that's doing a lot of stuff like that.
Eventide stuff.
Yeah. So I think there's a place for it, and I think it all depends on what you're trying to do and why you're trying to do it.
Yeah, like how much the versatility, because whatever band or situation you're in is definitely going to dictate whether you need it or not. I mean, some guys are fine with just like a simple one-channel amp, whereas other guys might need to cover a lot of territory, or if they're touring, I could totally see the solid-state stuff being a good route to go just for reliability purposes. And, I mean, at the end of the day, most of your audience probably isn't going to be musicians. I mean,
and they're never going to know the difference.
Yeah, so
the only people that even
most civilians.
Most civilians are never going to know the difference. They won't know if you're playing solid state or not.
Right. I mean, as long as it sounds convincing enough.
Yeah, the cork sniffers are going to be like, why isn't he playing that?
Yeah, all his pedals aren't tube bypass.
So I think it all depends. I mean, if you're playing in a cover band and you have to cover a lot of ground, that's...
Yeah, or even the church guys. I know a lot of the church guys are moving over to Kempers, especially because those you can even run direct. You don't even have to have stage volume if you don't want with those.
Yeah.
But
if you're covering a lot of ground, I think it works. I mean, if you're trying to do a specific thing that requires a specific sound, and you want it to be a tube amp or whatever, then it's your prerogative, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, having neither one of us have owned any of the higher end stuff, so I mean, I've heard it used.
I don't have a need for it. For me, I don't have a need for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we've both heard them used in good examples, but can't really say like we've owned it necessarily. So
can't own it.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
it. I think
That's
that's
pretty much
it
it for the short,
I think that's
yeah.
really it. We only had a few questions, and
Hopefully
we wanted to
you're
keep it
concluding your
short.
walk around the block by now.
Yeah, exactly. You're finishing up, going in the house now.
Yeah.
Dig into some mashed potatoes.
Get some
Go
of your
some
cologne
turkey.
so nobody smells the neighborhood.
Get yourself some turkey. Turkey. All right.
Jive turkey.
I'll see you, jive turkeys. Next time around. You're like, it's all gravy, baby. That's why. All right. Catch you guys on the flip side. That's it, right?
Yeah.
You're on the Dr. Phil show. A problem is that you're into yourself, that you flirt with girls, that you're not plugged into